What is up, guys? AJ back with another Fantasy Boys recap for you. And I apologize beforehand. I don't remember all of the people who got the killing part. So if I don't really mention that part, I apologize. But yeah, there's not much to discuss in this episode since it's pretty much just the other stages that we didn't see in the past episode. So we should go by this very quickly, hopefully. And anyways, let's move on to episode 4. So the first team to perform is the 90s Love team, also known as the Hipster Boys. And this comes directly after the performances of the Stealer and Thunderous and the little teaser of Deja Vu, even though that's not coming until the end. Like, they pulled a full hui and everything. But anyways, the members for the 90s Love team are Jaeho, Hyungyeon, Hikaru, Hyunwoo, Sangwoo, Minso, and Hyuntae. And bro, I love this team. Okay, let's just focus on what happened. Okay, so we see a little background on Hyungyeon because he was also a partner with one of the other trainees, Jaemin, when they did the demo stages for the beginning of the show. And they did Hit by Mamamoo as they are under RBW, which is a company that holds Mamamoo, Purple Kiss, One Us, and One We. And Hitoro, who they should debut, by the way. Anyways, when they did that stage, I fell in love with them. Like, they were so freaking good. And sadly, Hyungyeon only ranked, he was like the last ranked. He was like 42 out of like 42 people. And it hurt my heart because like he was generally trying his best. He wanted to be noticed, which is 100% understandable. And it hurt my heart to see that. But anyways, we see a lot of the trainees struggle, especially Sangwoo. He was trying for every part that he could, but it ultimately went up. It ultimately went going to someone else. And, you know, he was just getting frustrated because he's like, I want to showcase myself and I want to be able to, like, you know, show myself more to the fans. And if you look at it, like, the other people got those parts because they fit the vibe of the part better, in my opinion. But that's just me. But anyways, we cut to the intern check, and my boy Sangwoo is still struggling. Like, I felt so bad. Like, he explains that he hasn't had that much training in dancing, and, you know, he's not really good at expressing himself, which is 100% understandable. But the fact that he hasn't had that much training and he is like proving himself every day, like, we appreciate the fact that he's at least trying. So yeah. Also in between there, the second killing part went to Hikaru, and we cut to the performance. And not gonna lie, the 90s Love performance, low-key one of my favorites of the entire episode. Like, everyone did amazing. Like, Hyuntae ate and devoured, bro. He didn't even have a killing part, but like, you noticed him. He was amazing. And Hyungyeon, his rap verses went hard. Like, he was doing his job, and we appreciate him for that. And of course, we have to show Sangwoo flashing his abs to the crowd because he said, I got a secret weapon, and proceeds to flash his abs to the crowd. And I'm just like, bro, why are abs a secret weapon? I swear. Anyways, after the performance, they get a little critiques from the judges. They give them a lot of praise and stuff. And then they announce the rankings from 7th to 3rd. And 7th is Jaeho, and 6th is Hyungwoo, 5th is Hyungyeon, 4th is Hikaru, and 3rd is Sangwoo. And bro, even the judges and the trainees were like, yo, abs are a benefit. Like, if you got abs, you got the benefit. We've seen that in Boys Planet with Jiwoong. So like, abs are a benefit. And it's between Minso and Hyungtae as to who would get the killing parts. And Minso is one of my picks for this show. So I was kind of hoping it went to him, but at the same time, I knew it was going to go to Hyuntae because he did amazing. So in the end, it does end up going to Hyuntae, with Minso ranking 2nd. And overall, I think that is very fair. And yeah, Hyuntae just deserved it because he honestly was like, he was feeling it. He was giving everything, bro. We appreciate him. The next team to perform is the Boy in Love team, also known as the Fantasy Shaker team. And this team is comprised of Santa, Gyure, Daehyun, Yaya, Doohyun, Jaemin, and Daehui. And Lord, I already knew what was going to happen. So Jaemin, one of the trainers I mentioned before, he is the leader. And this whole performance just made me respect Jaemin on a whole other level, because this man, he is honestly like the sweetest person, and he's incredibly talented. So yeah, and I like the little scene that he has where he's like, if I'm leader, you guys aren't sleeping. And then when they translate it for Santa, he's just like, wait, what? We're not. No. That was just a little cute thing I wanted to bring up. But yeah, I already knew from the get-go the main people that were going to struggle with this would be Gyure and Yaya. When they were doing the whole like part check, like distribution check, Gyure, you could like hear in his voice he was struggling to match the pitch of the killing parts, and like it just hurts my heart because I know Gyure is incredibly popular amongst the fans, so it doesn't surprise me that he got the killing part. But like y'all know, he is not that good with tone and certain musical aspects, so it was just purely based on his looks, which hurts my heart. But at the same time, it has to be said, that's what happened. I love Gyure though. I still love Gyure. He's adorable. Yeah, and then we cut to a little dance scene where you see Yaya struggling to pick up with the choreo, which is something that has been seen before. Like, I am holding off my votes for Yaya only because I want to see more improvement from him. Like, even if I don't vote for him, he's gonna still get the votes. So yeah, anyways. Yeah, and when they have the interim check, you know, there's some mistakes here and there, and Daehui is very frustrated that they are taking a long time to learn the choreography and everything and have everything ready to go for the final performance, which is understandable, but at the same time, you have to be patient, you know. And they decide during the interim check to split the killing part with Gyure, and I believe it's Doohyun that they split it with. If not, please correct me. But like, I honestly think that was a smart decision on the mentor's part, because having Gyure do the whole killing part might not be the best thing, considering that he's not the strongest vocally. So having it split is probably the best decision. And after their interim check, after having all those critiques, Woo Young, the mentor, comes over to Jaemin and tells him that he doesn't need to take all the burden, and he just needs to, you know, just be there for his team and just lift their spirits up. And that's exactly what he does. He helps Gyure and Yaya separately, and they, start to come more together as a team and start to understand each other a bit more and encourage each other. And it was just really cute, really cool and cute to see. And then we cut to the performance, and overall, I thought it was a very, very good performance. Like, Daehyun, oh my gosh, his rapping is amazing. I love his rapping so much. He was one of the biggest standouts for me, especially Jaemin as well. He is so stable, and his vocals are freaking amazing, and that just made me want to vote for him even more. So after they get their critiques from the judges, the ranks from 7th to 3rd are announced, and 7th is Yaya, 6th is Santa, 5th is Daehui, 4th is Doohyun, and 3rd is Jaemin. And honestly, I was shook that Jaemin was 3rd considering his performance, but at the same time, you know, it's Gyure. I understand. And it didn't shock me that Yaya and Santa were ranked that low, considering that compared to all the other trainees, in my opinion, they were not the strongest, but at least we're seeing improvement from them, which is good. And by a 2-vote difference, Daehyun ends up getting 1st and Gyure gets 2nd, which I 100% agree with. Daehyun deserved that number 1 rank. He deserved it. He was so good. He was just amazing in this performance, and I loved it so much. The next team is the Crown team, also known as the Gems, the Crystal Gems. I'm sorry. And the members are Yuma, Hikari, Hyunbin, Hanbin, Seoki, Kaden, and Kang Yirang. And we already know from beforehand that Hikari had the highlight part, but Yuma, oh my lord. Okay. If you're watching Fantasy Boys, you're one of two people. You're either the the people that can stand Yuma and Keiso, or you're the ones that just absolutely despise them. Like, you're either one or the other. You get one, not both. And I'm one of those people that can tolerate Yuma more than Keiso, because like when Keiso does his little Egyo, it's cringy. Let's all admit it's cringy, but at the same time, it's Yuma. What are you gonna do? But yeah, during their practicing, Hikari is very worried about the high notes for the killing parts, because the killing part is pretty much the chorus, and those notes are very, very high, especially for his voice. But during the distribution check, the other trainees do very, very well. Hikari does struggle a little bit to hit the high notes in the killing parts, and it does worry the trainees, especially the mentor that's helping them out. And we also see Caden struggling a lot with the pronunciation of his parts, as well as memorizing the parts, as he does not fully speak Korean. And when they were distributing the parts, Caden does not want to try out for any other parts, and he just doesn't want to do it. He's just I'd rather stay in my comfort zone and do something that I know I can do. And Hyunbin, being the mother of this whole group, is just you have to at least try, which is what I would say too. Even if you're not confident, at least try. But sadly, that does not happen. And after all of that happens, they have the interim check, and Hikari does mess up his part a little bit, and they question if they should change the distribution for the killing parts, but Hikari, after a couple of practices, does end up doing very well. And in the stage, it was so cute. It's in my top 3 favorite performances. Everyone did so freaking good. The stage presence was there. Seoki was so cute, and Hikari was so cute. Everyone was just so good. Sadly, I didn't really have any standouts personally, but I think if I had to pick a standout, it would probably be Seoki, not gonna lie. But anyways, after they're getting critiques from the judges, they announce the ranks from 7th to 3rd. And 7th is Yuma, 6th is Caden, 5th is Kangirang, 4th is Hyunbin, and 3rd is Hanbin, meaning that either Hikari or Seoki would get number 1. And it ends up going to Hikari in 1st and Seoki in 2nd. And Yuma actually starts tearing up a little bit when he's asked how he feels about Hikari getting 1st, despite Yuma being the oldest member of the team. And Yuma actually explains that he actually used to train with Hikari for 1 year and 8 months. And when Hikari goes to comfort him, Yuma's just no, and pushes him off, which I found very funny and cute and sad all at the same time. The emotions were everywhere. But overall, I thought the Crown team did very, very well. And I think that they probably had the quote unquote healthiest time as a group, but that's just me. And finally, the performance that we've all been waiting for, the mini Avengers, the Deja Vu team, also known as Blood 7, with members Taeseon, Sungmin, Jungwon, Shiryu, TK, Hayato, and Minso. And Taeseon as again the second killing part, and we all know that Sungmin got the first killing part. And as they're distributing the parts for the song, Jungwon does not get as much lines as he would want to get. And he tries to fight for as many parts as he can, but sadly he doesn't get what he wanted to perform. And during the distribution check, he was just I want to try for this part, or I want to do this part. And when he does them, the mentor explains that he doesn't really show enough charms for the part. And I love this little moment from Taeseon, where Taeseon's just Jungwon has something to say, and he's basically just there's a rap part that I really want to do, and Taeseon's just yeah, he's been practicing and he's really good at it. And I was just oh, that's so cute. But yeah, Jungwon wants to do the little rap part, and the mentor believes that Minso can do the rap part better, so he has the choice of either giving it to Minso or keeping the part for himself. And ultimately, Jungwon decides to give it to Minso, meaning that he does not have as many lines as he would prefer. Which does hurt my heart, but at the same time, what would you do if you were in Jungwon's situation? I personally do not know. So we get to the actual performance, and as expected, it was very, very good. Sungmin, this man's facial expressions. He took a little page out of San's notebook, bro. He was given the facials and everything. Taeseon slayed as he should. That is my baby boy. And sadly, Jungwon did not get as much screen time. Same with my boy Shiryu. But what are you gonna do? It is what it is. And I even wrote in my notes that the performance was good/hot because it is. And the rankings from 7th to 3rd are Minso in 7th, TK in 6th, Shiryu in 5th, Jungwon in 4th, and Hayato in 3rd, which shook. I know it shook everybody. It even shook my friend when she watched it because she's a big Jungwon supporter. But at the same time, Jungwon at the same time did not stand out as much in this performance as he would want to. Therefore, his ranking does kind of sadly make sense, which hurt my heart. But you know, what are you gonna do? And in the end, Sunmin ends up getting 1st and Taeseon gets 2nd, which I would agree with. Sunmin did very, very well, and he has been consistently doing very, very well, and I am very, very proud of him. So that is the final performances. All of the performances are done, and honestly, I would say my personal favorite out of all of them would have to probably be the 90s Love team. Like, it was just so energetic and so cute and so beautiful to watch. And sadly, I would have to say my least favorite is probably the Steeler team. Like, this is just solely based off of all the performances that we saw. And we are told that there's going to be a ranking announcement, and only 37 trainees will get to stay, meaning that 5 trainees will be eliminated in episode 5. We don't get to see all the trainees that make it. They only announced 2 of them. They do state that the people that place first will receive a 2,000 point benefit. And since the Thunderous team had 2 people get first, they're going to split it 1,000 each. And then Keisel's just like, bro, I got first. How come I don't get the same votes as everybody else? Because K-Soul, not the whole world revolves around you. Anyways, they announced the trainee that ranked 36, which is Hustle, and they announced that the trainee in 6th place is Santa, which shook the heck out of me, but at the same time, it is understandable because the voting for the first semester was done before the show actually started, so people actually had a chance to see them throughout the first couple episodes and then vote based off what they saw, which does make sense of why Santa's rank has dropped from 1st to 6th. And that is all that was shown. And then they cut to the preview for episode 5, where it looks like Taeseon has dropped as well, which makes me sad. He better not have dropped out of the top 12 or I'm going to fight every single person. I'm just kidding. No violence. And then it looks like Jin Young is going to be the main mentor for the 3rd semester. And I don't know all the songs that are used. I know the Really Really by Winner, Mirror by Stray Kids, Monster by EXO, and I Need You by BTS will be in here. So that is going to be interesting to see. And it looks like everybody's just going to be trying to pick out their positions that they want to do for each song. And then the episode ends. And that was episode 4 of Fantasy Boys. Personally, I think the stages are starting to get a little bit better. Hopefully that they improve by the next mission stages. And yeah, let me know who your picks are in the comments. My picks are the same as last time. You know, Minso, Taeseon. We added Jaemin, you know, Jungwon. I'm gonna... Oh yeah, Shiryu, I forgot. I'm gonna probably add more later on, but those are just like my main ones for now. So, thank y'all for watching, and hopefully I can upload episode 5 on Saturday. So, until then, see ya!
Don't let go. You're mine. Can't let go.